Itzy entered the K-pop world with everything needed to become a global phenomenon. Explosive energy, a bold girl crush concept, and undeniable natural talent. But surprisingly, JYP made decisions that limited the group's growth from the very beginning. Instead of investing in musical innovation and exploring the members' individual strengths, the company opted for safe formulas: impressive choreography, repetitive concepts, and minimal focus on vocal development. The result? A group that, despite having hit songs, seemed stuck creatively. Fans quickly noticed something was off. Songs were catchy, but there was a clear sense of stagnation. The members' potential for solos, complex harmonies, and musical experimentation was contained, turning Itzy's natural shine into quiet frustration.
Moreover, this approach affected the group's identity. While other new generation girl groups experimented with different styles, collaborated with international producers, and took creative risks, Itzy'S remained in a safe, predictable pattern. The consequence is clear. Even with loyal fans, the group never reached the global status it truly deserved. If you want to understand the full story of Itzy'S and how JYP impacted them, smash that like button and subscribe now, because what's coming next will reveal details every fan needs to know.
One of Itzy's biggest problems was insufficient promotion. While rival groups received massive investments and well-planned global strategies, Itzy seemed invisible at crucial moments. Releases with poor marketing, minimal presence on international TV shows, and the lack of strategic collaborations limited the group's reach, even with songs that had massive potential. Hits that could have exploded globally were wasted due to poor planning. Bad timing for releases and short-lived campaigns prevented Itzy from capitalizing on key exposure moments. The public perception began to shift. Despite their talent, the group seemed stagnant and overlooked compared to peers.
This neglect from JYP isn't just a marketing failure, it's a strategic decision that directly affects Itzy's career. Talent exists, and the audience is there, but the company failed to create consistent global recognition, leaving the group underestimated and slowing their long-term growth.
Beyond external decisions, internal management played a critical role in Itzy's struggles. Exhaustive training, pressure to maintain a perfect image, and creative decisions that ignored the members' input caused emotional strain. A group that should shine with authenticity appeared more like a product of rigid formulas, raising concern among fans about their well-being. Signs started appearing: short responses in interviews, evasive behavior at events, and an overall sense that something was wrong. The group's natural chemistry began to suffer, and motivation seemed to drop with each release. JYP prioritized aesthetics and short-term results over artistic freedom and mental health, creating an unsustainable environment.
This emotional and creative strain doesn't just affect performance, it also impacts fan relationships and public perception. A group that could have been a global reference had its shine restricted, and internal management was a key factor. Itzy debuted with a strong, innovative concept, but JYP failed to strategically explore the members' musical talent. Repetitive choruses, predictable songs, and a lack of creative diversity limited the group's evolution. Fans who expected bold experimentation were met with safe, repetitive patterns, creating saturation and diminishing the impact of their initial success. While other female groups explored different styles, collaborated with international producers, and diversified their discography, Itzy remained stuck in formulas that worked only in the short term. The result? Even with loyal fans, the group struggled to establish itself as a global reference.
The members' talent was evident, but JYP's musical management failed to turn it into lasting recognition. This limitation affected both the artistic career and public perception, making fans question the company's ability to elevate Itzy to the top. Itzy's future now depends directly on JYP's decisions. Artistic freedom, strategic releases, and emotional support could transform the group's trajectory.
allowing them to achieve the global recognition they deserve. But immediate action is required. Fans and the public must support smart decisions, encourage innovation, and demand that the company values the members' talent. If these changes happen, Itzy can reclaim their position and even exceed expectations. Every choice now impacts the group's future. It's time to act, support Itzy, and show that fans will no longer accept decisions that compromise the group's natural shot.